Avatar The Last Airbender is getting a live-action series from Netflix. I saw the trailer for it. I think it looks okay, not that bad and all of that. But I'll be honest with you, I am in the camp of not everything needs an anime, not everything needs a live-action remake. That's just me. I think certain things are perfectly fine in animation and you don't need to do a live-action remake of it because they tend to not always be fantastic in my opinion. I mean, the last time they did a live action Avatar movie, it wasn't very good at all, but that's just my take on it. I don't think everything needs to be given a live action remake. I just don't. I just do. That's not say that, the trailer didn't look really good and stuff, okay, but nah. That's just me. But what would any Netflix thing, series, movie, anything be without some kind of controversy? Because that's what they do. Well, they're out there ready to ruin yet another character from it because, sexism. And this character was sexist, and already the Shields are in full agreement with that. Let's get into this article here from Cosmic Book News. Netflix removes sexist Sokka elements from Avatar The Last Airbender. Oh, great. Oh, great. The fan favorite character won't have the same journey in live action, and, clearly that's okay with them. Alright, then it starts off, and it's RIP Netflix's Avatar The Last Airbender live-action series, which has caved to pressure from the politically correct woke crowd. You see, when these things start to take off like this, it tends to be problematic in my opinion. It really does. What? Alright. It's learned the Netflix series has removed the elements from the original animated series regarding the journey Sokka went through from being the oldest male member of his tribe, thinking only men could do all the work, to respecting not only the child savior Aang, but becoming the heartthrob to women in the show. Sokka means lover boy in Zulu. Okay. Recall that Avatar The Last Airbender creators Brian Konietzko and Michael Dante DiMartino, I hope I pronounced that correctly, spent 2 years developing the live-action adaptation for Netflix before announcing their exit from the show due to creative differences. Now, it's pretty much possible this is one of the creative differences, but I think there are more, and this is why I'm always skeptical about these things. When the creators do not sign off for it, when the creators say, listen, this is not what I want, this is not what was created, this is not my work, you have to know something wrong. Because they go hard on trying to understand, looking to get the creators to jump into their pockets and all of this. So when the creators have to up and walk away, you got to say to yourself, something very wrong is going on here. And this whole thing with Sokka may very well just be the tip of a much larger woke iceberg. So I'm to say. In an interview with EW.com, the 21-year-old actor Ian Osley talks up Sokka in the series and says he knew early on what he hoped to maintain in his character from the original. I wanted to make sure that Sokka is funny. There's more weight with realism in every way. The article then mentions that some things that worked in the more zany animated kids show hit differently in live action, where the actress playing Katara, 17-year-old Kia Wentio, I hope I'm pronouncing that correct, mentions one of them. This is what she had to say. I feel like we also took out the element of how sexist Sokka was. I feel like there were a lot of moments in the original show that were iffy, she said. It's called character development, my dear. You see, it's one thing to say Sokka is just sexist and be done with it, but you have to understand the reason why he acts the way he does. He was the oldest male member of the tribe. All the other men, including his father, had gone off to fight and the one hadn't come back. His mother was killed by Fire Nation people, you understand me? And the women in his tribe weren't really waterbenders. Yes, some of them were waterbenders, but they were more like, they would more stay home and do this. This is was a cultural thing. He believed men would want to be the fighters and everything like that. And when Katara, she was a waterbender, you understand me? When she started to train and all this other thing, he got respect for it. It even had the whole thing with the Kyoshi warriors. He thought that, they weren't really warriors, and then they had to prove him wrong. And that's how he met Suki and all this other stuff happened. So Sokka had that character development, but no, that's wrong, because you know why? He's a sexist for even thinking that. He can't grow as a character. He needs to be exactly what the woke mob wants him to be out the door. I wonder why these things fail. Of course, EW.com shills jumped on it and says she is not wrong and points to entire Reddit thread about such instances. Now, to take note, the entire Reddit thread linked to in the article has all of 8 comments from all of 5 Redditors that don't mention any of the following examples used in the article. Sokka, prior to his character journey, would make remarks like girls are better at fixing pants than guys, and guys are better at hunting and fighting. Again, like I say, you may think to yourself, well, that's just sexism, but this is what he grew up knowing. That's what he grew up knowing. Not to say like he was just making that out. This is what he grew up knowing. The women in his tribe were they didn't fight. The men fought. That's it. But he had to learn as he went along. He met powerful female warriors as he went along and had to change. His sister Katara, Suki, Toph, Azula, the other 2 who were with Azula, all of them were powerful female warriors that made him realize, okay, the world is vast and broad, and yes, these women are really powerful. That's what happened with him. So it's not to say like he was some sexist bastard, and this is what he knew, but to grow as a character. But no, we can't have that, because, the woke mob has a problem with every flicking thing. Regardless, the article continues and says, Osley agreed with Kiawentio's comments. Yet totally, there are things that were redirected just because it might play a little differently in live action, he said. Yes, because God forbid you have an actual character development and journey. No. Better to just throw whatever shit you can in there and then tell everybody, well, if this is sexism, this is that. And if you don't like it, well, that's your problem. So Avatar The Last Airbender is coming to Netflix on February 22nd. But look, my thing about it is, you got Katara there. My thing about it is, it does not bode well, honestly, to know that they're already changing Sokka's entire character development out the door. It doesn't bode well, 1. 2, the fact that the creators left because of creative differences pretty much says that this is the tip of a much larger woke iceberg when it comes to this issue. And thirdly, the fact you have people bragging about how, oh yes, this needed to be changed because of this and that and the other. When you all don't even freaking care. If you were actual fans of Avatar The Last Airbender, which I was, I really did like Avatar The Last Airbender, you were fans of it, you would understand the reason Sokka was the way he was and really admire his own character development throughout this series. And they all had character development throughout this series, all of them. But no, you don't want that. You want what you want, and if you don't get what you want, well, that's a problem for everybody else but you. But no, they must bow down to you and change it to your specifications. So yeah, this is what we get in. This is what we get in. Another watered down version of Avatar The Last Airbender. Can't wait to see how that's going to turn out. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, so hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. You'll be notified every time I post a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.